Hello everyone and welcome to Guiding Star Tarot. So happy to have you here. I hope you're all doing well. Today's pick a card reading is a very exciting one and it's all about your wish is coming true and which one. There are times, even as someone who reads tarot, when the answers feel just out of reach, when my own energy is a little clouded, or when I'm so in the middle of something emotionally that I need an outside perspective to help me realign. And recently, I had one of those moments. I decided to reach out to a professional advisor through today's video sponsor, Psychic Source, and it was honestly one of the most grounding experiences I've had in a while. I asked them what my spirit guides need me to know in that moment, and without me giving much detail, the advisor honed in on exactly what I'd been struggling with, feeling overwhelmed and out of balance in my daily routine. The guidance they offered was clear, advising me to focus on my well-being during this busy time in my life. I started prioritizing sleep quality by creating a more relaxing bedtime routine and use orange scented candles, which really helped with unwinding before sleep and feel more well-rested and energized the next day and therefore be more productive. Their advisor was also compassionate and deeply intuitive. It gave me the clarity I needed to step back, reassess, and move forward with more peace. And sometimes that's all we really need, someone who can hold space for us when we're too close to the situation to see it clearly ourselves. Psychic Source has been around for over 35 years, and they only work with truly gifted advisors who go through a rigorous screening process and follow a strong code of ethics. You can connect by phone, video, or even text, whatever feels most comfortable for you. Setting up my account on their website is super easy. Honestly, it only takes a few minutes. They have this quick little quiz that helps match you with the right psychic based on what you're looking for, whether it's love, past lives, energy readings, whatever. It made the whole process feel really personal and intentional. And get this, Psychic Source is so confident in the accuracy and quality of their advisors that they actually offer a no-risk guarantee. If you're not satisfied with your last paid reading, they'll credit you back. That's how much they care and stand behind their service. And something to consider, especially if it's your first time trying something like this. I'm excited to share that Psychic Source is giving you, my audience, a very special offer for new customers. You can connect with a gifted advisor for up to 40 minutes for just $19.80. That's a $240 value. And you can use that time to speak to more than one advisor for a different perspective. Using my link means you're getting the best deal in the industry, supporting the channel, and helping give back. 1% of your purchase goes to a charity of your choice, totally free to you. Head to trypsychicsource.com/guiding or click the link in my description to connect with an advisor who's online now and use my code GUIDING to start your own reading today. There's always someone online ready when you are. Now let's get into today's reading because something tells me you're meant to hear this message. There are 3 piles for you to choose from. This is pile number 1 with the yellow calcite crystal. Pile number 2 with the clear quartz crystal. Right, and pile number 3 with the red Jasper crystal. Just choose the pile that you feel the most drawn to, and after done choosing, you can skip ahead to your reading using the timestamps in the description box below. And for those of you interested in the decks that I'll be using for today, you can find them all linked in the description box or just listed, in the description box as always. And my dears, just make sure to choose based to your intuition, the pile that you're the most drawn to. You can choose either by the crystal or even by the picture of the card, whatever feels more in tune with you. And after that, I'll see you on your readings. Hello my dear pile number 1 and welcome to your reading for everyone who were drawn to the first crystal with the yellow calcite, as well as who were drawn to the first card. So let's take a look at what wish is coming true for you, pile number 1. The card that you were drawn to is a King of Wands, and this card describes the energy of gaining recognition in some way, or popularity, or being seen, being noticed, your work being noticed, you getting into the spotlight, your business starting to get, recognized, or your your services, you know, starting to get more popular. You're gaining a bigger audience, people admiring you, admiring your work, you know, enjoying and admiring your services, depending on how that resonates. But I also feel that this is a wish about getting confidence, more confident within yourself, a wish getting to feel more secure and feeling good in your own skin. For some of you, this wish is going to be about a glow up process that you're going to be going through, and like becoming the version of yourself that you always dreamt to be, in terms of looks, you know, clothing, style, but also in the way you are like feeling, and the most importantly, you know, the way you're gonna be feeling internally, your confidence, your sense of self-worth, how good you feel in your own skin, how secure you feel in your own self, right? But King of Wands, it is that card about being perceived as magnetic, as attractive, or you becoming magnetic, you becoming attractive, but not just romantically speaking, like becoming a magnet for the right people, for opportunities, for money, because this is about that glow up energy of becoming that version of yourself that knows your worth, you know, that you know what you deserve, and embodying that energy and treating you that way, and therefore everything else just following. Okay, now let's take a look at some tea leaves. We're gonna start with the tea leaves today for you, pile number one, and see more about your wish coming true. Pile number one, your wish coming true. Okay, so you've got the mule, which says someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. So this is like the energy that might resonate for some of you in pile number one as your own self, like finding it incredibly difficult to change certain habits, to change and to work through certain limiting beliefs, and finding like those limiting beliefs like being very stubborn, or like you being so embedded into certain routines or certain lifestyle, that you felt like it was so hard to change your life or to change the circumstances, you know, through your own kind of transformation. But this for some of you, it might be about another person that is very stubborn, that is very difficult to be around or to work with. Maybe this is also the energy of and by the way, this person, like, or this situation, you know, being more stagnant, kind of you know, transforming into like, you know, feeling more effortless and having to feel like it's so difficult, or like this person starting to you know, be more open towards your ideas, towards what you have to say, you know. And it's again based on that transformational energy coming from within, like you, the way you are putting yourself out there, the way you're presenting yourself, the way you feel about yourself, and that whole thing kind of changing, you know, even how others perceive you, how others are relating and behaving towards you. You've got vulture, depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. So I do feel that for a lot of you in pile number one, this whole energy is more about yourself. That's what I'm sensing. It's more about yourself. And a lot of you have been feeling very negatively, have been feeling very low emotionally, very low in your confidence, in your self-esteem, feeling very anxious, overthinking everything, constantly feeling like people are against you, maybe being in that victim mindset. And I feel like that is about to change, and I feel like that is something that maybe you wanted to do something about, or like to change, or like even get this kind of internal awareness about it, which is going to translate into like your wish coming true about getting your life to change, people treating you differently, you feeling differently. And even though like you don't really, like, let's say you weren't fully, you know, aware that this is how things are going to change, or this is how, you know, this wish is going to come true, but it feels more like a transformation that is gonna, or a process that is gonna happen and it's going to lead you towards your end goal, to your wish coming true, but the whole process might be something that you're not fully like understanding right now, like that being the issue. Or like, I'm not saying you're the issue, I'm saying like the way you're maybe thinking about yourself and talking to yourself, or you know, just the way you're perceiving yourself. And I feel like that changing through different circumstances will also lead, you know, for this change in your external life to happen, which is like also bringing your wish coming true of maybe being, you know, seen more, being more confident, having, you know, more opportunities, having, you know, everything coming in more effortlessly towards you. You've got Turkey, someone is behaving stupidly. Here, good news. And 10th, temporary situation. Right. So I feel like, again, for a lot of you might be starting to think that, you know, like that there is something you want to change within yourself. And I feel like a lot of you might be having, again, like very low self-esteem. You might be thinking very poorly of you, or you might be seeing you in the mirror and even not talk to you in a good way, and all that just piling up and kind of, and all this kind of like, you know, leading up to you feeling this way about yourself. But I'm getting here with the good news also. There's good news coming in, which I feel like this good news might be about opportunities, might be about your services starting to, you know, get more sales, or like your, you know, your business starting to thrive, or like getting some good news in regards to your career, or like, you know, whatever this is. But I feel like these good news are gonna be because the main focus on your reading, I feel like, is yes about progress and attracting better things, but I feel like ultimately the main thing is going to be the transformation that happens from within for you. Oh my god, the phone is shaking so much. Sorry guys about that. All right. And with temporary situation, I feel like you need to hear that this is not going to be forever. So if you've been feeling like stuck in this negative kind of mindset or way of thinking about yourself, or low self-esteem, this is not going to happen forever. This is not you, okay, forever. This is just a temporary situation. And I feel like your glow up and your transformation and your rise is about to happen, is yet to arrive. And I feel like you're going to like glow up so much, and you're going to, and again, I don't talk only from a physical perspective. I feel like you're blossoming, blooming, thriving, and just simply becoming the version of yourself that you always aspired to be, right? And I feel like, again, that is a process that will start like from within. And I feel like, yes, it will start happening with your awareness towards the way you're talking to yourself, the way you're behaving about yourself, or like how you're perceiving things. But also, like, it's something that you're not fully actively like chasing, you know, in a way. Like, I feel like certain circumstances will lead to that. Let's pick up more cards and see what else is coming through. Courage. Yes, I feel like you becoming more courageous, more brave, more confident, and at hearing good news and opportunities, you're going to be embracing them. You're going to be you know, like not rejecting them because of a fear, or because of getting out of the comfort zone, feeling so incredibly difficult. As you can see, like, even saying that was so difficult. So perhaps that's how it feels, you know, even just embracing new things, new opportunities. And I feel like, you know, when we're in a state of not feeling good about ourselves and just talking back to ourselves, no matter how many amazing things happen around us, no matter how many good things we're hearing, opportunities are coming in, it's all about how we are responding to that. And everything starts from within, okay? So that's why I'm putting so much emphasis on that, because that's how I feel like it's going to happen for you, pal number one. With ritual, I feel like you're going to be like starting to make more time for yourself. Again, you're going to be putting less focus on the gaps, the external factors, and more like bring that energy and focus towards yourself, and to be like making more time to practice self-care, and to practice self-love, and to be making a priority of you know, taking that time that is much needed for yourself, and kind of creating small rituals for yourself, certain habits that are going to be all meant to increase your level of self-esteem, of self-love. Like, basically, as I said, putting less energy into the external factors and more towards yourself, like filling your own cup, right? And kind of tuning in more inwards and learning how to rediscover yourself, how to fall in love with yourself again. Okay, now let's pull some tarot cards. Let's see about your wish coming true. The Hermit. I see you spending more time on your own. So I feel like maybe you're not going to be afraid to be more on your own, pile number one. Maybe this is something that you're like always seeking validation, always seeking people, or to feel like you're not on your own, or like you're scared to be spending time alone because of your own thoughts and like your negative spiraling. I feel like that is the main thing that is going to change, and that is the biggest and most incredible and amazing change that is going to happen. It's less about the external factors and it's more about the inner change and inner transformation that is going to happen with you, pile number one. So you're going to be finding answers about yourself, about the things that you were kind of like constantly dealing with and struggling with. And the Hermit is all about introspection, self-introspection, self-awareness, self-reflection, and could be again with the help of these rituals such as journaling, such as meditation, such as spending time on your own and just practicing those kind of habits, if you want, or routines that can be like rituals for you, where you're going to be spending a lot more time with yourself, rediscovering yourself and falling in love with yourself again. And I feel like again it's more about a wish coming true. It has something to do about the way you see yourself and the way you feel about yourself, and just feeling more grounded, more confident, and liking who you are, pretty much. And as I said, everything else will follow, but I do feel like there's some good news coming in, okay? And this good news could be, as I said, like about some opportunities that I feel like are going to come at the right timing in your life, because otherwise I feel like you would turn them down, or like you would be too fearful maybe to hop on this opportunity, to say yes to this opportunity, because you have also courage. So I feel like it's going to come at the right time when you're going to have the courage to embrace them. 3 of Pentacles. So I feel like this good news, or this growth that is happening for you, these opportunities, these offers are going to be especially in your career, in your business. If you have a business, I feel like partnership, okay, collaborations coming in that are bringing in opportunities to grow, to expand your business, to make more money, to maybe this is like good teamwork, maybe a project that is going to lead to promotion, that is going to lead to pay rise, that is going to lead to be in a higher up position. Okay, so I do sense growth in that aspect as well. You also have 6 of Wands, which is a card of victory, of being cheered by others and being seen as successful, being admired, being a source of inspiration for others. Okay, so I see you succeeding. I see you feeling successful, but again, it's not just because of the external factors. It's coming from within. But I do feel you accomplishing something and getting recognition for that, or getting recognized, and gaining some sort of popularity, some sort of acknowledgement, right? That is going to make you feel this accomplishment, and is going to open new doors for you for further growth. Okay, maybe you've been trying to find a way to, again, I'm going more about like now towards the career / just general kind of aspect of your life. If that might resonate with some of you. With the Hermit, I feel like also a lot of you have been trying to find some sort of way, solution, a way to succeed at something, or to find, growth and ideas. And I feel like you're going to find that, and you're going to succeed and accomplish, something that you've been trying to find. And I feel like it's going to be either through the help of people, or like help of finding new information or hearing this good news, you know, like being able to find support and help in some way that is gonna help you propel you forward. But yeah, I feel like especially for those of you that were trying to get to push your kind of services, your work, you know, out there and be noticed, be yeah, like seen by others, you know, just get kind of your work and your services spread out there. You've got Magician and also Sleepwalker. So with the Magician, I see you becoming the basically the magician of your own life, like you manifesting everything you want so much more easier, so much more effortlessly. You by aligning your energy with your desires, by shifting your mindset, by shifting the way you're perceiving yourself. And with the Sleepwalker, this tells me that yes, confirmation, a lot of you in pile number 1 that were drawn to this pile, you have been walking through life on autopilot, kind of guided by limiting beliefs, wounds and misconceptions that you've learned, you know, throughout life. And I feel like you're just waking up from this sleepwalking and you're going to be living your life so much more intentionally and therefore become the master of your own life and pretty much just manifesting your desires, your goals, your dreams with so much more ease. Okay. So pile number 1, this is everything that I have for you today. I really hope you enjoyed your reading. And my lovelies, don't forget to check my link, trypsychicsource.com/guiding, and use my code guiding to try up to 40 minutes with an advisor for just $19.80. You can find the link either in the description box below or in the first pinned comment. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next one. Until then, take care. Bye bye. Hello my dear pile number 2, and welcome to your reading to everyone who were drawn to the second crystal with the clear quartz, as well as who were drawn to the second card. So let's take a look at what wish is coming true for you, pile number 2. And the card that you were drawn to is the World, which is an energy of a big transformation, a big change, a chapter ending and a new one starting. So for those of you in pile number 2 that you were especially thinking of starting a new life somewhere else, because and also if it's including traveling, I feel like for some of you, because the World can also speak very strongly about traveling or relocating, starting a new life somewhere else, abroad could be, or just like, you know, in a different part of the world. Doesn't have to be like that for everyone. Of course, it's a general reading. It can be for some of you in pile number 2 just as simple as moving cities, moving places, moving apartments, you know, but for others it can be as big as just like moving in a whole different country, you know, and so on and so forth. But I feel like that is gonna be a big wish coming true for a lot of you in pile number 2, which is about relocating, which is about starting a new life somewhere else. But for others, this change, this transformation can be about starting a new job. If you were starting to feel like you are hoping to find a different job, a better job, right? And to shift things, you know, in your career, in your work life. That is also coming in. I feel that with this cycle, with this chapter that is ending and new one starting, I feel like this kind of like wish coming true for you, this desire is pretty much about being able to experience this new journey for you, this new chapter in your life that is going to bring you, I feel like, a lot of great new things, you know, to experience. Again, very strongly, I feel for the most of you, this can be about relocating somewhere new, especially like a new country. I see you trying new food, trying new things, you know, experiencing a new culture. But again, doesn't have to be for everyone, of course. Maybe some of you are going to be able to connect with people all over the world, you know, in this new chapter, in this new phase of your life. All right, but now let's take a look at your tea leaves and see more about your wish coming true. Pile number 2, what wish is coming true for you? Okay, this card wants to come out. Pile number 2. Your wish is coming true. Okay, we've got way too many. We're just gonna try again because I was about to drop the deck anyway. Let's see. pile number 2. Let's see one more tea leaf. Perfect. Okay. So the first one is jug. Oh my god, you've also got casket. And it says someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. I did tell you, pile number 2, this wish coming true for you is about a big transition, a big transformation where you're closing a chapter with someone in your life, someone going out of your life, as in like leaving them, you know, behind, like getting out of a situation, getting out of a connection. It can be even romantic for some of you, but this is a wish coming true. So it's only, you know, with the romantic aspect of it, it's only if you felt like you needed the courage to be able to get yourself out of a situation that you knew deep down it's something that you don't belong to. But I feel like for the majority of it, this is not romantic. This is just more about let's say getting yourself out of a situation, out of a job where, you know, it was toxic, where it was like and it doesn't even have to be only toxic. For some of you, you just outgrew that place. You just don't find yourself, you know, belonging to that place. It's just like feels like it's not meant to be part of your journey anymore. It's just like happening in a natural way, this transition. So again, for others, it's just like about starting some fresh new beginning, either career-wise, either, you know, moving places, either just moving your entire life somewhere else, right? And you also have the jug with lighthearted, carefree time. For some of you, I feel like you might be having more time for yourself. Let's say this new chapter starting in, it might include, could be for a lot of you, a period of time, maybe in between jobs or during this transition, where you have more time for yourself and you're able to offer you that break that you wanted so much for such a long time and you never were able to take it. So that could be for some of you, having more time for yourself, be able to just like maybe getting out of a very stressful, very pressuring job where you're going to be able to feel like you can breathe again and you can just have that pause and you can kind of bring back, you know, that inner balance and focus a bit on just leisure time, just relaxing, recharging, rejuvenating yourself, feeling like, like just enjoying more, and being in more that lighthearted energy, having more carefree time. For others, it can be that this new job you're about to start or this new life, that you're about to have is going to offer you the possibility of, as I said, like spending more time doing what you love, enjoying eating good food, practicing your hobbies, meeting new people, socializing and all that. Or just doing what you love, pretty much, okay? Wrath, sorrow over a loss. Of course, it makes sense because every change, every transition, and anything we leave behind, it can leave an imprint in our hearts and be like something that we're kind of mourning over, for a while, because it was part of our life for a while. So it's normal. It's only natural for that to happen. And even though deep down you're going to know that this is the best for you, and for others, even despite being so excited for this new beginning, it's still, a bit of energy of nostalgia, of being melancholic, of kind of, being sad over the part of your life that just ended, the chapter that just was closed, right? But it's just something that, again, it's part of your journey. Pile number 2, you've got camel, persevere, and you will overcome problems. So I feel like, yes, this transformation, I feel for you, pile number 2, it's not gonna be maybe that easy to digest, and could be because a lot of in pile number 2 might resonate with the idea of being a person that doesn't deal well with change, or it might take you a bit out of your comfort zone. But again, it's something that you want. But sometimes, even if it's something that we're excited and we want this particular thing, it can coexist with the fear of change, and it can coexist with the kind of sadness over the chapter that is lost. Like, it's like a bittersweet feeling, right? And I feel like for some of you, it's going to feel rather like a slow process, or you will feel the need to take it slow. Hence, the lighthearted, carefree time. But I feel like Spur is advising you to persevere. And I feel like by taking step by step further, I feel like you will overcome, these kind of challenging change or transition. Or this change could also bring you dissolution, or the kind of freedom from these issues or problems that you might be facing right now, such as that job that you're just, you're finding really difficult and you're just not aligning with it, or like being part of of a place, living your life, in a place, in a city, in a country that you just like feel life is just really, just not good for you. You're just like simply not in alignment with it. And I feel like this transformation also will help bring this kind of freeing energy, right? And only by persevering with this change and embracing this transformation is going to help you also just like find, relief and freedom and experience new things. Okay, so only by getting yourself out of the comfort zone or not resisting this transformation, right? Let's take a look at some other oracles for pile number 2 about your wish coming true. Agreement. Okay, so a new contract for some of you. A new contract in terms of job, career, a new contract or agreement in terms of, renting a place, purchasing a place. The agreement even can be paperwork, for some of you, it can be paperwork in terms of traveling, of relocating, or even finding a job somewhere else, an agreement, which also like involves you shifting your life towards a new chapter. But I feel like this agreement will bring you a sense of stability and security. Okay, you've got luck and refinement, so you're gonna feel really lucky again, despite feeling a bit overwhelmed and sorry for the chapter that's just ending. At the same time, you're gonna feel very lucky. I see you feeling very grateful, very blessed to have this opportunity and for this change, and with refinement, I feel this change will allow you to refine your life into something that you feel is just meant for you, is just something more in alignment with you, is just more basically adjusting, right, your life, your living situation, your work life, to one that is going to be in alignment with you. It's just refining your current circumstances into better ones. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards now, pile number 2, and see more about your wish coming true. Wow, pile number 1 also had this card with the Magician, and I see you manifesting some big wish coming true. And I feel like this agreement, this contract, this lucky, opportunity, you're gonna feel very lucky because it's gonna be like a big wish of yours coming true. Actually, you're going to manifest it. It's you manifesting this big wish, pile number 2. Okay, let's see what else is coming through. 4 of Pentacles. So this is the energy of kind of like facing a bit of resistance towards this change. And it's again not because it's not something that is good and amazing for you, but it's just something that in a way I feel it's gonna be hard. You might be someone who just values a lot like stability, and of course, like we all want stability in terms of like finances and all that, but I feel like stability in terms of like change, it's very difficult for you because you just prefer the routine, or you prefer to just like, or you feel safer. It's not like, in a way, because I said that you're gonna feel happy, you're gonna feel excited for this new beginning, but it's just that part of you that is scared, that part of you that is resisting because of this need to feel in control, need to feel safer, and is kind of guarding, and by being somewhere, although it's not the best for you, you feel safer there in a way. I hope that makes sense. So I see you with this wish coming true, also overcoming that kind of fear and resistance. 3 of Cups, so a big celebration, a big, maybe this is a party of like you celebrating moving somewhere, getting an agreement, getting a contract, getting a partnership, getting collaboration, getting like a different position, maybe as well, like a contract for a different position. Maybe just meeting with friends, with family, and celebrating getting a new place. right? But again, I tell you, this is a good, amazing, lucky opportunity. You're gonna feel very happy about. You're gonna be celebrating it, a big achievement, a big accomplishment. The High Priestess. Okay, so I feel like this transformation, this change, this, you know, life transformation is going to also help you tune in more with your intuition and learn to kind of hear your, you know, what your feelings and emotions are trying to signal to you, and getting to understand, you know, more what's going on with your resistance, with your fear towards this change. And it's all about inner work as well with the High Priestess. So I sense you developing a lot more wisdom, inner wisdom, and becoming more aware, and yeah, just having more clarity in how you're navigating life, and what, you know, what you're actually feeling and why you're feeling a certain way. I see you evolving and growing and maturing as well with this process on an emotional, mental, spiritual way. You've got justice. So this opportunity, this offer is something well deserved by you. It's something that you've worked really hard for. Keep persevering. You will get to your desire. You will manifest that desire. It's your, you know, that accomplishment, that achievement, because it is something that is well deserved. Also with the justice, I feel like you could be getting like this different contract or opportunity, let's say career-wise, that is going to offer you a better kind of reward, you know, let's say better payment is going to, you know, be a contract that just values you more and kind of reflects more your level of skills and expertise. A lot of you might be just like having the confidence and the power to also do what is best for you, what feels right for you, although it means and involves leaving something or someone behind. So yeah, I feel like despite being a difficult process, it is something that will help you navigate these more uncomfortable, difficult, kind of challenging feelings of a transition with more wisdom, and understand your situation and the necessity of this change, or the, you know, kind of the benefit of this change, you know, from a more deeper, wiser perspective with the High Priestess as well. So I see you growing. I see you maturing a lot, pile number 2. But also getting like an amazing, amazing, lucky opportunity, okay, that you're going to be celebrating. So pile number 2, this is everything that I have for you today. I really hope you enjoyed your reading. And my lovelies, don't forget to check my link, trypsychicsource.com/guiding, and use my code guiding to try up to 40 minutes with an advisor for just $19.80. You can find the link either in the description box below or in the first pinned comment. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next one. Until then, take care. Bye bye. Hello, my dear pile number 3, and welcome to your reading to everyone who were drawn to the red Jasper crystal, as well as who are drawn to the 3rd card. And let's take a look at what wish is coming true for you, pile number 3. And the card that you were drawn to is the Page of Wands. I absolutely love the picture, and I can't just like, you know, not see the fact that it is a Christmassy picture on this card. And of course, this is a timeless reading. But for those of you drawn to pile number 3 watching when I'm posting this video, which is like you know, so soon towards Christmas, like it's kind of like, you know, a couple months away from Christmas, I feel like I need to say that for a lot of you, especially if you're watching, you know, when I'm posting this is going to be a wish coming true around Christmas. And it's interesting because like a lot of times, like we're kind of, you know, as we grow older, we're kind of wishing for things for Christmas in a way, you know, for presents, like for Christmas, certain desires or wishes, you know, in terms of accomplishing something or getting something done, you know, or having something fulfilled in our life. So that could be resonating, you know, with you, pile number 3. I felt the need to say that. Page of Wands. Again, it's interesting because it is a card literally about being excited for something or looking forward for something. something that you're passionate about, something that you feel very strongly about. So this is either energy of a new love entering your life, or this could be energy of a new exciting opportunity coming in. Okay, now let's take a look at your tea leaves and see more about your wish coming true. Pile number 3. Your wish coming true. Pile number 3. Okay. Oh my God. Can you see that? You've got a wish is granted, literally with a wishbone. So this is just confirming that a certain wish you have, and especially if it's about Christmas or up until Christmas, like I want to find an amazing job, or I want to find a romantic partner up until Christmas, that is going to be granted. I also feel like, you know, doesn't have to only apply to Christmas. This can be just the overall energy of like that kind of present energy. So this wish coming true, even though it has nothing to do with Christmas time, okay? It literally can have absolutely nothing to do with Christmas time. For some of you, I feel like this is just the energy of this wish being granted for you, pile number 3, that it will feel like literally a present coming in from the universe. Okay, you also have tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. So I feel like this is about hitting a certain milestone or getting to a certain accomplishment, which feels like it is slow process. Okay, but I feel like despite it being slowly, it is a very short kind of process that is going to get you surely there. It's going to it's like a reliable process. It's a slower but more reliable process, and it's going to get you there. Okay, it's going to be offering you at least the guarantee that you're gonna get to that accomplishment. Okay, or spirit is guaranteeing that. Okay, you've got vulture, depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. So I feel like a lot of you might be dealing maybe with someone in your life that makes you feel very, you know, anxious, and like makes you feel very sad, brings a lot of negativity, drains you, depletes you of your energy. And I feel, or it could be even someone that keeps you in that flight or fight state. I feel like you're going to be able to slowly but surely get out of that situation, be able to not longer have to deal with this person or with the situation, especially if it's a coworker, especially if it's a boss, especially if it is, you know, like something that, you know, it's not like a family, even if it's a family member or like, you know, whatever this person is. I feel like your wish of maybe looking forward, because this is more about looking somewhere far away, as in like maybe moving out or changing something in your life, like starting a new beginning, starting fresh, and being kind of looking forward for that. This is also coming up in here, that is gonna be coming true. And you've got fair men, dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. This might be for some of you the person, you know, that is making you feel this way. Maybe this is just like a person. It's a confirmation energy, you know. Maybe this is resonating with you. Maybe this is someone that is going to bring this wish coming true, you know, for you, or is going to make that possible. It's going to be kind of like that present sent from the universe. Maybe it's a future romantic partner, okay? And you also have horse with short journey. So I feel like despite feeling like it's a slow process and you're barely moving towards that goal, I'm having some good news for you, pile number 3. This is a short journey. This is not going to be a long journey. So even though you're moving with slow steps, you're going to get there not that long, because, you know, not that slow, because after all, it is a short journey. And I feel also with short journey can be, despite maybe for some of you feeling like it's been a long process and it's been a long time since you wanted to get this wish coming true, this short journey can also at least tell you, pile number 3, that you don't have much left, okay, until this wish coming true, until you accomplish this, until you get this in your life, okay, this wish granted. Now let's see what else is coming true for you, pile number 3. Energy with the orange. Interesting, because orange is like I associate oranges with Christmas. Maybe many people do, but like that smell is just like, especially with the warmth in here, like I don't know, it really gives me a cozy vibe. So I feel like this wish coming true is gonna really make you feel very comfortable, very cozy. So you're gonna get out of that fight or flight mode. You're going to get out of that stressful, anxious, anxiety inducing like situation. And I feel like also with this, you're going to feel more energized. You're going to feel more alive. You're going to get back your spark, pile number 3. And you've got continuance. So I feel like, continuance, it shows that despite you feeling like you're making such slow steps, maybe you're wondering whether you're actually making progress or whether you're going to get there. But I keep getting energies from spirit of like, or messages from spirit saying like trying to guarantee you that you're getting there. Your wish is granted. You don't have much long, okay, to accomplish that. You're making progress. Although it doesn't feel like it, or although it feels very slow, you're continuing, you're moving forward, you're continuing to make progress, okay? You're getting there. Maybe you're even feeling like it's moving really slow because you're so excited to get there and you're looking forward so much to get there as well. But whatever this is that you're dreaming about, that you're just like planning, being excited for, looking forward to, maybe even putting intention out there for the universe, that is going to be granted. That is coming true, okay? Let's see some tarot cards as well for you, pile number 3, about your wish coming true. Knight of Swords. This is energy of you either being able to finally notice kind of like a spike in this process, like a huge progress, kind of like a big huge spike where it just propels you forward more, okay, with the Knight of Swords, towards your goal. Also, this can be like a door opening for you, some sort of opportunity where you finally going to be able to just dive in and just put yourself out there, start taking action. Maybe in case you're waiting for the right opportunity. This is also maybe someone entering your life and communication coming in from someone as well, okay? Page of Cups. I do feel for a lot of you in pile number 3, especially since I felt drawn to put this little heart crystal, okay, on your pile when I was preparing the piles. I feel like for some of you, or at least for, if it's not for a lot of you, at least for some of you, it's going to be a new romantic connection. This wish coming true. Someone, a person, a romantic partner, a significant other, a new love blossoming, falling in love. I sense flirt in here. I sense playful energy, teasing energy, that flirty, romantic kind of affection energy that's fun, that is engaging, that is just like, all the butterflies and feeling energized, feeling like, and I do feel also this is something that is going to continue. Maybe it's going to move very slow, but I feel like you're going to get to have like something for the long term with this person. I feel like you don't have long until you meet this person. I feel like this is someone that is about to enter in your life very soon. That's why I feel for those of you watching, when I post this, it's going to happen maybe up before Christmas or around Christmas time, okay? If you're expecting or wishing to hear from someone, maybe especially for the holidays, or even if it's not, again, I do keep saying that because I feel like, I keep feeling drawn to say that, but it doesn't have to be. I have to remind you guys that. But if you're wondering about someone and you're waiting to hear from someone, you're missing someone, or waiting to see, someone to meet up, to go on a date, I feel like also that is coming in. Let's see what else is coming through. The World. So it looks like the energy of a change. So a new beginning, a new romantic beginning, a new kind of life starting for you, especially if you've been kind of longing and looking forward to and planning to, excited to start a new life, maybe abroad or like somewhere else, or to start a new job. That is also like showing up that there is a chapter closing, the chapter where there was anxiety, worry, stress, and feeling very drained, and this new chapter where you're feeling energized, alive, excited, is starting in for you, okay? You also have the Four of Swords and the Ace of Swords. So This Four of Swords does tell me that it's been a while. It's been a while since you've been wishing for this or you've been trying to accomplish this. I feel that, yeah, it did feel kind of rather stagnant, like not making any progress, but it's been very slow. And that's why Spirit is trying to confirm to you that you've been making progress. It's just like, maybe it felt like really no progress because of this, how slow it felt. But I feel like this time was meant for you to maybe reflect over some things or understand some things. Could be this also can be about a person you haven't heard in a while. This is also about like not like being single for a while, okay, and then meeting someone new here with the Ace of Swords, or hearing from someone, or getting solution, answer, opportunity towards progress, towards faster progress. When this wish is coming true, when this thing is coming in, this information, this solution, I feel like it's just like a new beginning, like it's creating this new chapter for you where everything is gonna move so much faster and everything is gonna move forward with so much more ease, and even you are gonna feel more motivated, determined, energized, and alive, you know, getting that spark, getting that inspiration back, okay? Especially for those of you that felt like you lost that spark, that you lost that inspiration, and you've been feeling kind of in, you know, this stagnation for a while when it comes to ideas, like when it comes to yeah, like creativity, ideas. And I feel like there's also that coming in. So for those of you, you know, wanting to get inspiration, ideas, and to get that spark back, that is also something in here that is coming true, especially with the Page of Cups. This is energy about creativity, imagination, about feeling playful again, feeling kind of getting that youthful spirit again. And that is also, again, an energy of a potential wish coming true for those of you in pile number 3. All right, so this is everything that I have for you today. I really hope you enjoyed your reading. And my lovelies, don't forget to check my link, trypsychicsource.com/guiding, and use my code guiding to try up to 40 minutes with an advisor for just $19.80. You can find the link either in the description box below or in the first pinned comment. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next one. Until then, take care. Bye bye.